What's up, Straw Hats, Sanji Simps, One Piece manga lovers, fantasy fans? Today I'm going to be talking spoilers for the Whole Cake Island arc of the manga One Piece. It'll be a short video, but yeah, just what did I think and how does this rank against the other arcs that I've enjoyed from One Piece? So I would say my favorite arcs in One Piece, like the ones that stand out to me, are um first and foremost, Alabarna or Alabasta, that stood out to me. And then Water 7 Enies Lobby stood out to me. The Paramount War, to include Impel Down and Marineford, stood out to me a lot, and Dressrosa stood out to me. These are my favorite arcs. There's a few I like Thriller Bark, and a few that I didn't really care for as much, like Skypiea and I didn't really care for Skypiea or wait, let me adjust this. Didn't really care that much for Skypiea or for Fishman's Island, but I mean, every part of One Piece I would give like at least a 7 out of 10 to the worst arc, and the best arcs are easy 10 out of 10s. One Piece is my favorite manga of all time, beating out Berserk, surprising to me. But where does Whole Cake Island stack up? Was it able to deliver on the promises of Fishman Islands? At the end, they hinted at Big Mom, and then at the end of Dressrosa, they start building up this arc. Was it able to deliver on those promises? An absolute resounding yes. Everything I knew about this, I thought Dressrosa would be more my cup of tea. I liked Whole Cake Island more than Dressrosa. Whole Cake Island, so far, may be my favorite arc of the series. I don't know, because looking back on it and getting some recency bias of Dressrosa out of the way, I think Paramount War and Water 7 are still so hard to beat, but I think this is on par with those. Whole Cake Island is absolutely extraordinary. And the way it took this character of Sanji, who I kind of just saw as like this perv, and he got played for one-off jokes. They took him and gave him so much character depth to the point where I think I like him more than, let's say, Zoro, who I think needs a little bit more character development. But Sanji had an amazing arc in here. I thought that the fight between Luffy and Katakuri, I'm not really a fights guy, but I thought that fight was awesome. I loved the nonstop jokes between Chopper and Carrot. And Carrot's transformation was really cool. I loved Brulee, the little mirror power devil fruit, like the mirror fruit or whatever, the child of Big Mom, that they were constant. Like, I loved the running joke where they'd be like, it's just the 9 of us against Big Mom, and he's like, stop including me, like I'm your captive. I thought that was great. I thought Beg, who up until, or Beige, I'm a manga reader, not an anime watcher, so I'm blanking on the pronunciation, but the Godfather from The Worst Generation, I thought he was really captivating, and Lola's sister, his wife, was really cool. I loved seeing Sanji's little kind of ish romance with what was her name, Pudding. And I thought Pudding was a really funny character. And One Piece is one of those mangas that just never fails on the comedy aspect for me. I've talked about Berserk, and I really love Berserk, and it's my second favorite manga of all time. But a lot of the Puck and Isidro stuff, they're like, Kentaro Miura was probably one of the greatest mangakas of all time. His artistry is bar none. No one can equal him on drawing panels. But his comedy is very, I was about to say hit or miss, but it's miss. Like, his dialogue is amazing, or the translators are amazing, and the characters are amazing, but most of his comedic moments do fall flat for me. One Piece, in East Blue, a lot of this stuff I did not find funny. Now, it's very rare that there's a joke in One Piece that doesn't land. Big Mom, great villain, but to me, maybe because they're setting her up for more stuff in Wano, but Big Mom felt less like the big bad of this arc. That was more her second son, Katakuri, whereas Big Mom was more this like force of nature, like a tsunami or an earthquake. That, her hunger pangs, when they strike, it spells out destruction for all of Whole Cake Island. And yeah, I just thought that this arc was really well done, really highlighted Sanji's strength as a character. And I thought the standouts in this arc were, of course, Luffy, as he is in every arc, Katakuri, Sanji, and Nami. I'm a huge Chopper fanboy. This wasn't Chopper's arc to shine, but I still enjoyed every bit of Chopper we got. Him and Carrot and her little Chobro interactions with Chopper were really fun. And yeah, I'd give Whole Cake Island a 10 out of 10. Absolute banger of an arc. Completely wowed me. And my expectations were already really high after Dressrosa. And if Wano is able to deliver even more, One Piece might not just be my favorite manga of all time. It will be entering that Malazan realm of the Elderlings as like one of my favorite things, period, of all time. Arcane's also up there, the Netflix series, the comic book saga. Like, it's just going to become one of those things where it's like one of my favorite things ever in the history of ever. So, yeah. Let me know what you thought of Whole Cake Island and One Piece as a whole, and peace.